Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 video here today. In this video, I'm going to be going over this week's update and patch notes for February the 8th, 2021. And we do have another Ninja Strike this week, I guess. They've done back-to-back weeks of Ninja Strikes, with last week having the XP broadcast for when you get a pet and the mini quest, and this week has some things to do with various teleports in the game, ones that are, I guess, mostly less used and could use with some QOL touch-ups, and they've done a few of those. The main one they focused on highlighting in the update post here was fairy rings, so I'll go check that out really quick here. I haven't actually done it yet, but they say they've updated the interface so it's quicker and smoother to use, and there's more favorites options, which is nice. I did find at some times that there was not as many as I would like, and I guess I don't actually have a fairy ring here. I thought I did, but I think there's one near the player-owned farm, or I could have retuned it. I don't know why I just totally forgot about the fact that you could retune them, but there is one over here, so I'll just run over there quickly. But yeah, it'll also highlight, or rather tell you what the destination is when you dial the code, as long as you've already traveled there before. That's something they've had on old school for quite a while, if I remember correctly. So let's see, let's do select destination, and oh wow, that looks a lot different. Interesting. Oh yeah, much faster. Yeah, that is a lot better. Oh, can you just have as many favorites as you want? No, you can have up to 10 favorites now, I guess. So that's interesting. And you can have it sorted by favorites, by code, which is, I think, the default sort, the way it was with the old list, or by location, which is interesting. And that's probably the most useful one, as long as you need more than you can hold in your favorites, because they'll be easy to find alphabetically like that, although it looks like it's based off of the location and not the specific area, so you might not be expecting like Artie Zoo to be listed under Kandarin and stuff like that, but something you could probably get used to with enough use of it. But probably 10 favorites would be enough to have everything you might really ever need in here, and it's pretty easy to switch them around as well, so that's pretty cool. As far as the cosmetic change to the rings themselves, I mean, it's definitely a lot nicer to actually use them. Oh, interesting. So let's see, what happens if I click on C here? Okay, so it doesn't go, but you can like double click and move it twice. So it's still kind of weird and clunky feeling a little bit. Like you saw that, like I clicked twice there, and it's like it does a little weird skippy thing like that. So I guess they didn't change too much of the underlying code of it, really. They just made it a little faster to switch, and then updated the graphics of it. It looks a little weird. I don't really know what it is. I guess it's probably the colors, like this blue, dark blue background with this bright red and pink thing just doesn't look very good to me. I don't know. I know the blue, dark bluish shade is sort of the whole theme of all the interfaces in the game, so it makes sense to bring it up to that standard. It's just, I think that these mushroom things don't really look very good in this context, but overall very nice looking rework of the fairy ring system. Make it a little easier to use, and of course the best thing of the favorites is you can just click and you'll go there immediately, whereas if you don't have something set to your favorites, it will dial it in to that location for you, and then you have to click teleport. So that's kind of actually a weird thing to me, to be honest. Like, I don't understand why it being a favorite or not would affect you being like, why couldn't they just make it so that whatever you clicked on, it would auto teleport you? I guess if you didn't want that, but they could have just made it a toggle for everything. I don't know. Either way, a nice little rework to the fairy ring teleport screen. People have been asking for that for a long time, and I mean, it's definitely been something that should have happened for a while now. There are quite a few other teleport item changes, but those are in the patch notes, so I'm going to stick to the main flow of the update post, and then we'll go to the patch notes afterwards, because the next thing is there's actually a new quest in the game. So they've really been pumping these things out. They had 2 new mini quests last month. Now they have or I guess one of them was technically this month on the 1st, but they had that, and now they have a new quest today. So good to see that they're looking at quests more as a regular thing to come out, even if the mini quests aren't full-fledged things. But it's kind of a double-edged sword, you might say. Not really, doesn't really quite work with that phrasing, but it's just a really low-level quest, and it's free to play even, so it's not going to be anything too interesting or challenging. It's called Heartstealer, so it sounds like it's going to be some sort of Valentine's Day themed thing, and there you go. It even has a heart right there, and looks like it's something in Edgeville. Required items are none, so depending on how complicated this is, it says short to medium. I might make a guide on it. Another quest point added to the game, so we're up to 415 now total. A couple little rewards there, but might make a guide on this if it ends up being complicated. I'll probably do it tomorrow, and then if I would like to make a guide, then I'll do that tomorrow as well. We'll see. But that's a new quest, and I just hope at some point this year we get at least 1 or 2 higher leveled quests. I would like to see. I'm always still pulling for a new Elemental Workshop quest. That is my favorite quest chain in the game, I would say. Pretty closely tied with the Vampire one. But I would really love to see a new step in that quest line, going deeper into that mysterious workshop. It's just so cool and interesting. I really enjoy it. But new quest, Heartstealer for Valentine's Day. Not too bad. One thing I want to touch on, because it is on this main page as well, before we jump into the patch notes, is Double XP. So Double XP is coming back on February 19th if you are interested in that. I don't know if I mentioned it already or not, but they still have refused to drop the branding of Double XP Live. And on the main update post of the game for today, it says in big yellow letters, Double XP Live. And anybody who reads that, it's just common sense, is going to think, oh, Double XP is live right now. I'm going to go get on and train up. The Double XP's live. Let's go. I mean, maybe you wouldn't read the print underneath. Don't forget it's coming on February 19th. It's like, change the name. It's how hard can it be? Like, they're actually trolling at this point. There's no way they're not deliberately trolling with this name, because it is so stupid to have their name of the event be Double XP Live. Makes no sense at all. It's deliberately confusing, probably to try to get people to log into the game and play when they wouldn't expect to have done so, because they get lured in by the prospect of Double XP, and they're like, oh, it's not Double XP. And some people will definitely be like, well, F this and log out, but some people might stay on. Maybe they're trying to bait people like that. I don't know whatever the reasoning. There's no logical reasoning in my mind that they should ever keep this name at all, and it's been way too long, so they have to be doing it on purpose. I really hope they change their mind on that, though, because it is super, super dumb. And after that rant, we're going to jump into the patch notes now. So everything about fairy rings is in the patch notes there, so you can look at that. One thing I didn't mention while looking at that interface that is nice to see is a little discovered counter over here of how many of the fairy ring locations you have actually visited. So you can kind of get all of those unlocked if you want, kind of a little completionist thing. I don't know if there's an achievement for it. I'd assume there would be, but maybe not, especially since they have a counter for it. I would guess that there would be. But yeah, other teleport item changes. The Big Book O Piracy has been has had more charges added to it. I don't even know if I have it. I do, actually. That's kind of surprising to me. Now, can you even use it? I don't think you can. You have to be... Oh. Okay, to be honest, I have actually never used this item. I don't know. I think it's from Pieces of Hate. As you can see, it has 6 charges left. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%. I mean, I guess I might as well look it up. Apologies for this typing. I wanted to avoid it, but now I kind of want to know myself. I think it was a 10 max charges prior to the update. Let me see. It doesn't say it. I mean, it says it has new charge caps, which is the update, of course, but it doesn't actually say on the wiki what it used to be. I think it was 10, but I'm not 100% sure. But now it starts with 10 when you complete Pieces of Hate to unlock it. But if you've done the hard Mauritania tasks, it goes up to 20 max, and the elite task goes all the way up to 60. So a pretty big upgrade there. And this thing can be nice for going to places like here, Most Harmless, for clue scrolls. Also Brain Death Island, I guess, but you use the Dunge Cape for that if you have it. Dragon Tooth Island, also use the Dunge Cape, I think. So I guess just mostly Harmless, I don't know, but still, it's nice to have it have a higher max charge cap. And they've done similar things for these other items here. First one is the Enchanted Lyre, which I think you just get that from doing the Fremenic Trials, maybe? No, not Trials. I don't know. I don't remember exactly which quest this one comes from, but it used to have a maximum of 6 charges, and now can have up to a maximum of 60 charges instead of 6. So quite a big upgrade there. And this one teleports you to Relica, so I don't think it'll be all that useful. I'm not 100% sure, though. Maybe people do use it for something. But, yeah, they have increased the max charges, and as a result have also made the fish that you use to charge it give more charges. So that's nice. And even doing the easy Fremenic achievements will let you get quite a lot more charges from each fish you use. So pretty good to have that. And one thing that they've also focused on doing with a few of these items is you can now charge them at any point rather than when they're at 0 only. So you can now charge the Lyre at any time instead of waiting until it's at absolutely 0 remaining. Excuse me there. The Mauritania legs have also had different charge caps for the Slime Pit teleport. You now get 5 from the medium, 10 from the hard, and 20 from the elite Mauritania task set. So you can get more slime per day if you'd like to do that. And yeah, that's that. There's also been updates to the Scepter of the Gods, which has new charge caps with 10 being the base, which I think was the original. 20 charges if you've done medium desert, and 60 if you've done the hard desert tasks. And it can also now be charged at any point rather than only when you're at 0 charges. So yeah, also Varrock Armor teleport to Bork's Lair is now unlimited if you ever wanted to use that more than once a week for whatever reason. So that is pretty much it, I believe. Yeah, that those multiple teleport items, a lot of lesser used ones in there. I mean, Scepter of the Gods is incredibly rare as I understand it from Pyramid Plunder, so I'm sure not a lot of people even have that. I'd say the fairy rings, definitely the headliner there, as they did put it on the front page as well. So yeah, a pretty good update for the teleport items in the game. And let me see if there's any other small things in the other section here. I actually haven't checked it out fully, but as far as I know, there wasn't anything in there that was too huge. Max has finally come around to remembering that he now has 99 archaeology, which is nice. But yeah, that is pretty much it, you guys. I hope you all did enjoy the video today. Let me know your thoughts on the update in the comments. How are you feeling about these new smaller quests that they've been going for recently? I have, I don't know. I'm kind of, it's nice to see that they're at least doing something, but I would definitely prefer to get, you know, some higher level quests in there at some point. But anyways, thank you all for watching once again, and I will see you in the next video, which will probably be a little guide for the new quest that came out, if it is worth making. So you guys can look forward to that. And yeah, see you next time. Peace out.